Hello, everyone. Karen Glasser here, and I'm delighted to be here with my partner in crime, Nancy Ferrari. How are you today, Nancy?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I am doing so awesome it ought to be a sin. And today we have a special guest on. Would you like to introduce Joey to all of the people listening?
I would be most honored to. Joie Gharrity is a woman I just hold in such high esteem, and some women may have trouble accepting that, and I know she doesn't, because she really is a woman who knows who she is. She is supportive beyond the imagination, and she has collaborated with so many women and founded a movement for all of us to be connected with called It's Your Turn. And do want to also say that Joy is very accomplished in her career, and she is also the founder of Number 113 Branding. So without further ado, I welcome Joie Gharrity to our show.
Thank you, you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate being here, and I appreciate those kind words, Nancy. I feel the same way about you both.
Well, we're really happy that you're with us today. And one of the reasons that we asked you to join us is about this movement, It's Your Turn. And we'd like to hear really, how did this all start? What's the story behind It's Your Turn?
Sure. So I was really fortunate to get to work in the movie business when I was younger, and I was there for 15 plus years. But the first movie I ever worked on was Stargate, and I had an opportunity of getting my brother to get to work alongside me on the movie itself. We went to the premiere. We were invited to the premiere. It's a really big deal to get invited to the premiere. But what we realized about premieres is that you don't always get to see the movie. Instead, we were whisked off to the party afterwards. So the next day, we snuck out of work together, and we went to a matinee, and we went and saw the movie together. And it was the first time that we ever saw our names in lights, because we were in the credit roll at the very end of the movie. And a couple things happened for us in that moment. One is that we were being honored by an entire industry that we really admired for working really hard, and we were being respected in that way by giving us a credit. The next thing that happened for us is that we realized that that credit would live on forever, and that we would be connected to 300 plus crew members for the rest of our lives. So that community, even though most of us might not ever see each other again, will always be connected. And when we walked out of the theater, my brother and I talked on a deeper level about what just happened for us, because we felt it in our bodies. We felt the honor and the respect in our bodies, and that was a huge game changer for both of us, both on a personal and on a business level. And so I've had this idea for a while, and I was so fortunate to get to meet all these amazing super connectors, and I pitched them. I pitched Blaze Azzaroni first, and she's like, "We gotta take this to Cheryl Calhoun." And I was like, "Okay." I went to Cheryl Calhoun, and she's like, "I'm in." And it went on, and then Terry Hockett came on board, and Andrea Williams, and Paula Allen came on board. And I truly believe in my heart and my soul that the universe put the right alignment of women together in order to make this dream come true, because it really is every woman entrepreneur's right, and it's their turn now, that they have the capability and the influence and visibility in the marketplace to make the kind of money that they should be making, and to be honored and respected by their industry and a marketplace, so that they also can feel it in their body. Just like my brother and I did that day. It was a game changer for us.
Wow, that's power. I mean, that's just powerful what you just said. So, how does this work exactly? I mean, let's just do some teasers out there. How does this whole thing work? I know we haven't mentioned it yet, but we will. Double dip, triple dip, and banana
Sure.
split. How does this work?
Sure. So they're actually, those strategies were based off of memories that I had down in Hollywood. When the green light came through for us, the movie business, we knew that it was going to take 2 years to fill the theater seats, to get the people in the theater. It would take up to 2 years. And so what we would do is, with the studios, they would start spotlighting like the director and the writer and the special effects guys and things like that. And I was so impacted by that. And I thought, God, what a great way to honor everyone, not just the actors. And so this is where the strategies were born from. I thought, what if two women entrepreneurs got together and they did a double split? They did a double split. And that just means that they were to take their content and they were going to get a little something from each other, like a quote or a tip or technique, something of real value, though. And then they would put it into each other's content, and then the same day they launched that. And then that way they could both get into different backyards, because I'm going to have different backyards than you all, and you all are going to be in different backyards that don't even know my name, right? So this is a great way that we could leverage each other's net worth, be of service to each other, and also have a lot of fun doing it. But the cool thing about the double and the triple and then the banana split is that you can always come back to it again. So with Jen Duchenne, I did my first double with Jen, who people said, how are you going to do a double with a numerologist? And I said, you can always find a doorway in, but she's going to be in backyards that no one knows my name. And I'm going to be in backyards no one knows her name. She's the perfect candidate for my first double. And so you find a way in, and the way I found a way in with Jen is I was like, tell me what the word success means in the numerology world, right? Because that sounds great. It was a real game changer for me, because that one double went out into the marketplace, and Jen and I started getting a lot of leverage, and people started going, what is this? And I was like, all right, guys, we tried a double. Now everyone at your turn, do doubles together, but now let's go to a triple with 3 brands, and then from the triple, let's do a banana split, which we've already started doing, but the It's Your Turn event, and those 2 days is the ultimate banana split. Because we're going to be giving each other a lot of visibility and talking and tagging and really leveraging each other, and most importantly, honoring and respecting each other and being of service. That's the most important thing, because the splits are based on spotlight. Because when you spotlight others, the spotlight will shine on you, but you've got to spotlight others in a collective. And that's how it leverages.
Love it. Love it. And this is I think a prime time, because people are already asking, excuse me for being tongue tied here, how Caren and I have connected, and taking our work is really on 2 sides of the spectrum, besides our media work, but how we are already seeing the collective energy reaching out to people I know who wouldn't have known Caren, and likewise. So there's no coincidence in the synchronicity of this was just an idea that we talked about last summer, and then I met you, and then I started to go, wow, this is happening in real time. I'm just not hearing you sharing it. We're experiencing it. And that's what we are all about, too, in collaboration. And so impressed with what you and your super connector friends are doing, because it's contagious, and that's that ripple effect that's going to carry forth.
Absolutely. And, I'm sure that people are listening to this and they're saying, well, how can I get involved in this movement?
Yes.
So what do we tell them? Where do we send them? What is the call to action here? How do they get involved?
Well, it's their turn, first of all. So we want to support them. So what we're encouraging women entrepreneurs and women networks around the world we're really encouraging you all to do the double, the triple, and the banana split together, so that you also can be leveraging and getting your own visibility, and this movement can go on and on and on. This movement was also really brought together because we want to break down those stereotypes that women entrepreneurs or women in general are not generous of spirit with each other, and that's just not true. It's not. So what we're asking from people is, you can go and find out more about the It's Your Turn movement at itsyourturn.com. It's with a hyphen, yourturn.com. But also, too, you can learn more about the double and the triple dip and the banana split. You can learn more about that. We're sharing it all over the place, but you can also, I have all the strategies sitting on my website as well at 113branding.com. And try your own double and your own triple and your own banana split and see what happens. Because it's incredible the amount of not just leverage, but the amount of love and the amount of how it can propel everyone's brand forward, their mission, and why they're in their why, really, in their big why.
Well, we want to thank you, Joie, for coming on with us today just to share this movement and your passion. This is just so exciting, and I know that Nancy and I are so excited to be a part of it. And any last words, Nancy?
I just can't wait to meet you in person, Joie. And believe it or not, I have not met Caren in person, and we will all be there together. Yes, and this is at very real time right now, but I can feel the energy with each and every day that all of you are counting down to, and then we're going to then take it to our hometowns and create the buzz around it. So thank you so much for birthing this wonderful movement. You know I'm on board with spirit and the love of it all. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Joie. And
thank you guys.
You're very welcome. And we just want to thank our listeners. We know you have a choice as to how you spend your time, and we want to thank you for spending it with us. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.